Hola muchachos y muchachas, Javier here for Hum of the Earth. And today, the story of my second date in Mexico. I was feeling pretty good about it given that I thought it was going to go better than the first one. The first one, the woman I ended up meeting, ended up looking different than the pictures I had seen on Tinder, and anyways, it was an interesting date, but there was no second date. For this one, we actually spoke in advance prior to the date over WhatsApp, which is an app I recommend that you get if you're going to be doing any dating in Latin America. So the young woman that I was speaking with proposed that we meet in the park in front of the cathedral, which is a very public place with a lot of people around, and that's something that if the woman doesn't propose, that you should propose, an initial meeting space where there's a lot of people, just because even if you've spoken on the phone, speaking on the phone makes them comfortable, but still even more comfortable is meeting in a public space. But what's kind of funny is that that specific spot is like one of the only places in Campeche where I've seen other gringos, so running a little bit late. Hopefully she does not pair up with the wrong gringo and go on a date with another man, but I don't think that's gonna happen, so let's get there.
Oh! Hi!
See, you have the cathedral.
I know that you... You want me to dance? Like a crazy here?
Maybe later.
Later. Okay, I'm gonna have a drink.
Okay, good idea.
What do you like? Like you are more wine, you are more beer.
So we're at Campeche's famous, according to Alejandra, Calle 59. You might have seen it in a previous video here. So this is a good place to take a date. Fancy little shops here, eating outside, enjoying the local scenery and the local cuisine. So Alejandra, this is charritos.
Charritos.
So what you have to do here is take a chip, take ham,
Put everything in your mouth.
put everything in. I washed my hands at home. I should have washed them again, but and you just like you said, put it in your mouth. It's pretty good. I also got a michelada here.
Michelada. It's michelada. Called michelada. It's like a famous drink in... Yeah.
So, of course, with the Corona. It has to be with the Mexican beer. And michelada, I've discovered, is just salt and spices, but it's pretty good. And you will have your salt for the day. Check that off. So we're no longer in the historical district. It's the next day, the aftermath. Back in my hood, Bella Vista. And yeah, that's how to go on a date with a Mexican woman. But unfortunately, I can't tell you how to go on a second date because it was not an entirely successful date. Although I do think we had fun. Yeah, did not warrant a second date. I think perhaps because, well, again, this is just, I'm not sure about this, it's just thoughts I have. If you're a foreigner dating in Mexico, the person that you're meeting for a date might be interested in you because you're a foreigner and might have certain expectations about that. And if you don't meet those expectations, then you might not be what she had in mind. Again, I'm not sure if that's what happened on that date, but a possibility, I believe. I do try to be honest about my situation and what I'm planning to do in the future. So sometimes that doesn't align with what someone else had in mind. Another possible point of failure was, again, relating to being very open. As you might have felt by seeing the video, I thought she was very beautiful and I liked her a lot. And I let her know this pretty early on in the date, which isn't always the best tactic in the quote-unquote game that is dating, as some would like to say. I don't really like to play games. I like to just be honest about how I feel. Yeah, I think that's the best way to go, but maybe not something that will give you the highest success rate. Sometimes it can be better to keep a woman guessing, at least for the first date, as to whether, so basically, even if you think she's beautiful and you like her, maybe not the greatest idea to tell her right away, because then she knows that she basically, you know, has you, or that you like her, and there's no suspense. She's not left wondering if you're going to like her, which is kind of annoying, but you know, that's just the way things are sometimes. But yeah, I think the date still went fairly well. We had fun. Towards the end of the date, she said that she'd like to meet again, but then she said that she had a friend that she would like me to meet, which made me kind of think, well, okay, if you want me to meet your friend, and that's probably because you don't want me to like continue seeing you in a romantic way, I guess. Which in hindsight, you know, that's a very nice thing to do, a nice way to kind of yeah, it's a good thought, a nice intention in terms of a polite way to decline someone or decline them for meetings. So I was, you know, back at home thinking about it. I was just kind of confused a little bit, I guess, and I impulsively called her just to kind of ask her again about it. And you know, in hindsight, this was obviously a bad move, a kind of awkward thing to do. So it went pretty much as bad as it could, and it came off as, let's say, unattractive at the very least. So if you're watching this, I'm sorry that I called you after the date. I shouldn't have done that. But yeah, I mean, she's a nice girl, and the trying to set me up with her friend thing was a nice thought, but yeah, anyways, so after that awkward interaction, she blocked me on WhatsApp, so doesn't look like I'll be meeting her friend or meeting her again just for a friend zone type of meeting, which maybe I would have been interested in. Having some friends here in Campeche, but yeah, I definitely ruined that opportunity with the awkward post-date phone call asking, "Why don't you like me?" Basically what I was kind of getting at when I called her. So yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed that video and maybe learned from my mistakes. If you did, please click the like button below the video. And feel free to leave a comment if you'd like to share your experiences or any tips you think that might be useful. And subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more videos like this and different ones from my adventures in currently eastern Mexico. I've also bicycled through western and central Mexico 3 years ago when I was in Mexico as part of a larger trip, bicycling through Latin America. After that, I bicycled from Cape Town, South Africa to Nairobi, Kenya. And after that, I flew to Europe and bicycled through Central and Eastern Europe, including the Balkans and Turkey. And all those videos from those adventures are all available on this very same YouTube channel, Hum of the Earth. And if you'd like to see an interactive map of everywhere that I went and everything that I got to see and do, I have that available over at my website, followthehumoftheearth.com. where you can click on the different locations and see the various blog posts and videos that I've made of those places. And again, if you'd like to follow my continuing adventures through eastern Mexico and beyond, you can do so by clicking on the red subscribe button below the video and click on the bell to be notified when new videos come out. All right, so that's gonna do it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Have a good one.